Was the Oshinoko ending as bad as people are saying it was? Well, the short answer is kind of. The long answer is it depends. So it's been about a week now since Oshinoko officially ended, and while I personally have no real qualms with the ending in terms of it being a disaster, there are definitely things that could have been done better, and I understand people's frustration. There are plot threads left unraveled, you know what I mean. There are plot threads left raveled. There we are, that's the correct word. Right. And I know people weren't too happy with the direction things went. However, personally, I don't mind. Quit crying. It ain't that deep. Okay? Chill. Let's talk about, some of the things that are strange. And then I'll give my closing thoughts on whether I actually think the ending's good or not at the end. But we'll see. So, the main thing that irks me after having thought about it for about a week is the spooky little crow girl, whose name I can't remember. For probably good reason, because, well, she was introduced and then hardly ever relevant. It would show up every now and then, being all spooky and mysterious and, being like, I know the things. And then, it went nowhere. The crow girl that seemed to know that they were reincarnated, went nowhere. There was nothing to do with it. It just amounted to absolutely nothing. It was just there for the sake of it, I suppose. It was just there to create a bit of intrigue and to never result in anything, which is irritating because I was really interested in what was going on with her. Like, what's her deal? I was like, there's no way it can end yet. We've still got to resolve whatever the fuck the crow girl is. Yeah, too bad about that, I suppose. And that's like my biggest gripe with the ending, is that not being resolved in the slightest. Why? Why even introduce her? What was the point? You introduced her to make Ruby go mental, right? And then didn't do anything else with her, even though she was still in the plot. If she just vanished after that, then that would have been fine. But she didn't. She was still around. I don't know. The crow girl, again, I don't remember her name, was probably the biggest disappointment for me in Oshinoko. It was just a completely, almost entirely pointless character and, plot thread. It was a huge red herring that didn't even distract you from anything else at all. It was just a red herring for no reason. It was, that's the biggest issue I have with the ending of Oshinoko, is that girl. I do not understand what her point was. We never really found out what she was, why she was there, how she knew the things she did. She's probably some supernatural, god or something, but who knows? We'll never know, really. Because, well, the series is over. I know there's talks of a spin-off, and maybe we'll get answers there, but God knows. People are not hopeful for that spin-off. I'm somewhat, but we'll see. We will most certainly see. And I'm kind of hopeful, because, well, the rest of Oshinoko was really good. I don't know the circumstances around it ending, whether it was cancelled because readers were declining, or what. Or whether Akasaka just wanted to end it, or Mengo wanted to end it, although I doubt that because they're doing a spin-off. So, it might have been a cancellation. And if that's the case, well, then that kind of sums up why the ending was a bit rushed, and there was things left undone and unsaid. But then if it was cancelled, why would there be a spin-off? I don't know. I don't know the circumstances around it, so I can't really speak too much there, but disappointing is probably the best way to describe the ending. And I agree with that sentiment. Do I think it was an utter disaster? No. I think it's disappointing because Oshinoko definitely deserved a better ending. Given how high quality the story was for 90% of it, it's a shame that it ended with more of a whimper than a bang. Yeah, there's the last final moments are pretty big, pretty interesting, but the actual final 2 or 3 chapters just didn't answer any of the questions that I feel needed answering. It didn't wrap up any of the plot threads that needed wrapping up. It felt cut short. It felt rushed, which is why I find the ending disappointing, because the series deserved a better conclusion. But was the conclusion outright objectively atrocious? No, it's just not good. It's mediocre. Is probably the best way to say it. It's a mediocre ending for a series that was like a 9 out of 10. And so that probably does detract from the series overall to an 8. But still, I love Oshinoko. Despite the lukewarm ending, I still love it, and I'm looking forward to the spin-off that's supposedly going to happen. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts on the ending in the comments below. If there's any particular plot points that you feel needed to be wrapped up as well. I've obviously gone on about the one I think, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on the ending in the comments below. And with that out of the way, I've been Oshi, you've been you. Leave a like, comment, sub, notification bell, share the video around you, the usual YouTube stuff, and a ta-ta for now.